Welcome to the Thursday Night 9, your weekly hangout with the Amateur Players Tour. Join hosts Matt Minder and Matt Fegley as they dive into recaps, rules, and what's coming up next across the tour. It's by the players, for the players, and it all starts right now, live on the Thursday Night 9.
Matt Fegley, what's going on? How are you doing tonight?
Living the dream, baby. Living the dream.
There you go. Well, everyone, welcome to Thursday Night 9. It is good to do another one of these from home.
Exactly.
So nice little lull before the season really gets kicked off. But welcome to everyone in from around the country watching. It's going to be a fun one tonight. New chapter to welcome to the APT family officially. New market for us, so that'll be good. But some good events last weekend. We had a good time. I know I was in – we can start there. I was in Myrtle Beach on Sunday to play Grand Dunes, and it rained on us pretty good.
That's fair. That's fair. Uh-oh, what happened? I was like, wait.
I have no idea what Chris is doing, but that's okay. We're doing something backstage.
There you go.
We'll keep going. Stall. No, but Grand Dunes, man, I'm telling you, every time we're there, staff's great, golf course is great. Greens were super fast and humbling. So I shot a scintillating 49 on the front going out until I settled down. Body was a little over all the travel we've done the last couple of months. But one of the largest events I think we've ever ran in Myrtle Beach outside of a major. I mean, they were well in the 90s, so good turnout. And I know they played Pine Lakes before. Larry had his rescheduled icebreaker. Yep. I believe Atlanta also had an event. So 3 events going on.
It's good times.
Yeah, I know we haven't seen you out much. You've been kind of hiding. So
I know. Well, we've been, I'm up here in the attic, so I'm hiding in the attic, but headed west on Saturday to get ready for the wonderful Pacific Classic. So getting excited as the weather is hopefully
right. Don't even say it.
Forecast looks good, but forecast can always be wrong.
As it can happen. But we got some good events on the docket this weekend. Southern Utah Bloomington Country Club is going to be good. El Conquistador for the Phoenix and Tucson guys. Rhodes Ranch in Vegas. Bear Trace for East Tennessee. I know that's a favorite of theirs. Utah's also at Southgate Winter Classic there. And then Sand Canyon in Santa Clarita, California. Troy's killing it out there. Yep. And then RTJ Cambrian Ridge. So some good events this weekend.
Yeah, it's like the Southwest United States and Alabama.
Right. Well, last week was the East Coast, so it makes sense. It'll start to balance out. But, yeah, we're just a week and a half away from our next major. First one of the year out west in Monterey at Bayonet. Man, I'm excited for that one. It's going to be a great event at a great golf course in a great setting.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Like we talked about, hopefully the weather's going to agree with us, but Bayonet's always a good, fun place. Went over the tees with Chris, I guess, on Monday or Tuesday. So getting excited for it. It'll be a good, fun spot.
Yeah.
There's also some other activities going on. I've got a couple friends coming out. We're playing some golf earlier in the week and probably get rained on, but that's okay. There's going to be a gathering sometime I think there's rumors that there's some boys going to go try their fancy at the hay over at Pebbles. So, it's going to be a good time.
Also know Illinois, Michigan, Friday night.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's right. Yes. We haven't figured out the sports bar yet that we're going to.
But we'll be at one.
Yes.
So if you know of a Illinois sports bar or just it could be an Ohio State sports bar because they'll be our friends that night.
Right. Exactly.
So not an Ohio State fan, but I will be aligned with them on next Friday.
There you go.
So sorry, Cassidy, who's watching. Doing a great job running our Michigan chapter, getting it going.
That's right.
So, we did win a quad 1 game by 40 last night on the road.
Yeah, that was I looked and I was like, I wonder if they're going to hang with him. what was it, 43 to 18 or something?
Yeah, it was not good. It was not good. So I almost fell asleep at the start of the second half.
Wake me up when it's over.
But anyway, we got APT business to get to. We've got some things to talk about tonight. We've got a rules workshop that's coming up on Monday. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Rules workshop was very well attended. So we're looking forward to that.
Yep.
This one is going to be about
the back of the rule sheet.
The back of the rule sheet, the things that y'all never want to read. So if you don't want to read, come to the workshop. You can learn all about it. So we do have some specific conditions of competition in play, which I think will be really educational and helpful for you when you get into some of those weird situations and navigating the rules. So the first one was really well received. We're going to do this one that's, kind of on the local rules and the quote unquote hard card. If you don't know what a hard card is, you will by the time this rules workshop gets done. It's going to be a little shorter, just an hour. So not as much to cover. But we'll be around to answer your questions. Before we get to that, and we're going to talk through some rules tonight as well. I know we posted the USGA video. We've got a lot of questions in about that. So we're going to talk about Rule 16 tonight. So that's a good one. But before that, we have a new chapter.
Yep.
Another new chapter.
Somewhere in the United States.
Correct. Pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of unique.
Got a great name.
It's a great name, really.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he does. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I don't know about the chapter, but he does have a great name, being Matt. So, but anyways, without further ado, let's bring on our newest chapter from the great area of Wichita, Kansas, Mr. Matt Jensen. How's it going, buddy?
Doing good. Thank you very much for having me tonight, for sure.
Awesome.
I got the good name part, by the way.
That's right.
I understood.
I tried to tee it up for him. I don't like you can't tee it up much more than that.
It's like, oh yeah, it's because we were all on the startup.
Sometimes people wonder about the word Wichita. I mean, I've heard it pronounced Wichita. I've heard quite a bit. So
that's fair. But
yeah,
for those who don't know where Wichita is, it's in Kansas,
center of the country.
Of the country, connects the Oklahomas to Kansas City, which we happen to have two great chapters in both of those places, and so this is a natural fit. And we're excited to have you on. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your backgrounds?
Yeah. So, from a golf perspective, I've, played on the Golf Week amateur tours for a minute, almost 6-7 years.
Oh, wow.
And I've wanted to bring a tour to Wichita, and I think it's a great market. And I reached out to you because I've heard a lot of great things about the APT Amateur Players Tour. Played with a bunch of guys in Kansas City who love that tour, but I reached out to you and bringing one to Wichita. But I didn't pick up golf till later on in life. I think I'm probably like a lot of older guys that are like, man, I really wish I would have played golf when I was younger and grew up playing instead of football or baseball or those ones that like really destroy your body. But
right.
Yeah, but I got a passion for golf, absolutely love it. My son works at Willow Bend Golf Course here in Wichita. He's a cart kid, loving life there. It's, senior year and going to possibly look at the golf team this year. So in the spring, but, more about me personally, I got a wife, been together for 18 years and I got a son and a daughter and, trying to get her, she's 10, trying to get her into golf as well.
Very cool.
Nice. So are the children going to be coming along and are you going to employ them early?
That's the goal. That is the goal. I think my son will definitely want to help out a little bit. He has fun around the golf course. My daughter, she's big into soccer. She plays for FC Wichita here in town, and I think when she's able to get out and have some fun, I think she likes hitting the range,
Yep.
smoking some balls, that type of stuff.
Nice. Nice. That's cool. Have you had opportunity yet to get schedules going yet? When's it look like you're going to open up?
Yeah,
Any
it's great.
places that those of us that don't know Kansas need to come check out?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I pretty much have the schedule. I'd say pretty much 90% in. I got 2 dates that are open,
Okay.
and but yeah, I mean, great courses. Courses that a lot of people aren't going to hear about around the country. But Sand Creek Station, we're kickoff there on April 19th.
Okay.
It's one day tournament. It's a fantastic golf course in Newton, Kansas.
Okay.
I got a great local tour sponsor, Slice Golf, that's going to be kind of helping out there. He's from Newton, Kansas, but does some golf apparel and things like that. So working that side. But other than that, man, we've got courses like Tallgrass Country Club, Crestview Country Club, where Corn Ferry used to. It's now PGA Tours of America. But they host an event there every year. But they were on the Corn Ferry since like '92. But
Oh, wow.
Crestview's a great track.
Okay.
But Tallgrass, we've got Willow Bend, Quail Ridge is in Winfield, Kansas. Another great course out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you see that a lot in Kansas. It's a lot of farm country, and then all of a sudden, wham, hit with a nice green golf course. So
Nice. There's no wheat though. Where's wheated plains or something?
Yeah, no, you know what?
Grass.
I haven't found that course yet.
Fair enough.
Nice. Well, we always tell people, and the people that have taken us seriously and came and visited, that Iowa's got one of the sneaky best schedules in the country. Kansas is very similar to Iowa. You see that. Kansas City's got some great public golf around the city. Wichita's no joke, and it's going to be a great connection point, like we talked about, between Kansas City players and the Oklahoma guys, giving just more options for people to play across the country. But it's interesting how kind of we started, because we started with just a couple conversations. Like, it wasn't you didn't call me and say, hey, I want to start a tour. You're like, hey, what is this about? And like, what are we passionate about? And, so we spent, why don't you talk a little bit? We just kind of talked for a couple months, really, just about kind of what we saw for the experience we wanted to bring to the players, and, what being on a tour was all about. And so why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a way to me to interview APT, if you will, and find out a little bit about you, as well as the tour and kind of the goals. And I think, honestly, the conversations over the couple months were fantastic. And I was like, man, I think I really want to do this. This is going to be awesome. A lot of fun. I sensed your passion for golf right off the bat. And that's obviously what drives, I think, a lot of the chapter owners and makes the tour successful beyond the players, like the players and having a great experience out on the course. What kind of value do we both talked about value, like what kind of value are we going to bring to those players? And that's my goal with this Wichita chapter is just make it a great time. And I think my years on the other tour down in Arizona and also in Kansas, both, like there's a lot of banter back and forth. As you get older, you create those little rivalries, that banter back and forth, and have some fun with it.
Right,
a little competition.
Absolutely,
that's right.
So, I was letting you jump in, Fegs, but
I'm doing. I was getting into the random, like, we didn't get to talk about it. But I was like, what are some random facts about Wichita? And I was just reading over the Google briefly. Wichita is actually, it's the largest. Is it true? Google tells me it's the largest city in Kansas.
Yeah. 400,000 people this year, and the capitals. A lot of people think, like, the largest population is going to be the capital. No, Topeka's the capital, obviously, but 400,000 people in Wichita, just hit this year, this past year, I think.
That's awesome. That's going to be, that's okay. That's cool. Cause it's one of those things, like when we talked, it was like, Wichita's like, it's interesting. And then, like when you and Matt were talking, when I saw the email, I think you sent it, cause it was one of those, I think it went to support or something. And I was like, was like, all right, well, let's see where this goes. And then all of a sudden he was like, yep, we're doing it. I'm like,
You didn't call it Wichita,
Okay,
did you?
cool.
At first, hey,
So-
we're going to be opening one at Wichita.
No, no, it
No,
was
thankfully,
it was-
like,
it's
we're-
cool.
we're-
and then,
We're from a part of the country that knows Wichita.
Yeah,
yeah,
Vaguely, we're enough college
Yes.
basketball guys that we know Wichita State. So
it's exactly the world's most interesting looking mascot from a university perspective.
yeah.
So that is a random question for you. What as it relates to Kansas allegiance, where do you find yourself on the college spectrum?
why are you asking
in
him
the state
to-
of Kansas? Are you
why are you asking him to do things
native
that may,
or,
prevent him from signing up certain members?
Yeah, that could
wow.
poke the bear. That's poking the bear. That's one thing I will tell you this. I grew up, so a little bit more about me is I born and raised in Minnesota. So Golden Gophers.
Okay.
That's the college kind of there. And when I first moved to Wichita in 2012, that was like one of the top questions that was asked to me all the time with people, work, friends. Who are you going to cheer for? Is it going to be K-State or KU? Wildcats or Rock Chalk Jayhawk, that type of stuff. And I didn't know either school, from which, and ironically, the school that did the best in college sports was Wichita State Shocker basketball. And I was like, that's kind of weird. The year I move out here is the year that they were pretty successful. So
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's pretty fun. I remember those years were good times. So
worst draw ever when they got Kentucky as an 8 seed, but that was one of those.
it happens. Well, hey, we got another special guest on. We might as well bring him into the fold and have some fun because we got Mr. Jody Barrett.
I was like, it's got to be Jody just coming out of the clouds.
Just to make sure y'all all know that I still exist.
There you go.
That's
Well,
right.
Jody, meet Matt Jensen. We'll do it live.
What's happening, my man?
He's
Hey,
in
how are you?
Wichita, Kansas.
I'm glad to have another place for me to put on my list of places to go play golf.
there you go.
That's right.
So
I'll get you the list here shortly, and you can pick a couple tournaments. Some good
Well, I
ones. in
heard you
there.
mention Sand Creek Station earlier. That place is pretty legit.
Yeah.
Hosted a U.S. Mid-Am.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the adaptive, they're adaptive nationals too. They've done that a few times.
Yeah. Now you start getting us on Prairie Dunes and some of those places. You might get real popular real quick.
Yeah, they're tightening. They're tightening up from what I understand. My boss is actually a member there. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well-
yeah. I've got the pleasure to play it a couple of times. It
Nice.
is no joke. It is no joke how difficult
Yeah,
that course is.
Perry Maxwell knew what he was doing. No doubt about it.
Yep.
I'm just gonna shut up while you talk about Wichita golf. So just keep going.
This is amazing. Jody just drops in out of the clouds, and next thing you know, it's like, boop,
Oh,
this course hosted this, did that, and you're just like, man.
Well, what's the
Encyclopedia.
what's the other? You got Colbert.
Colbert Hills in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another great track. I've played that a couple of times. That's a K-State place.
Right.
How
far is Manhattan from Wichita?
From Wichita, it's about 2.5 hours. Don't judge, if I'm speeding or not, but
Yeah. Well, everything out west is a long way from.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Another one that's kind of on, under a lot of people's radar is actually out in Garden City. That's about 3.5 hours. That's Buffalo Dunes.
All right.
what about that place?
Is Flint Hills down in that area too?
Yeah, that's just what is it? Just east of Wichita. Yeah,
Pretty
Yeah.
good track.
yeah. That one I have not played.
Okay.
Pterodine, another one that's fantastic. Private club, a lot of link style high grasses and very target golf oriented.
Nice. Good. Hey, my roommate, my freshman year of college was from I think he's from Wichita. He's the point guard on the basketball team. I've got stories I'll tell you offline.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Yeah, don't incriminate him here.
Nice.
That's right. Well,
That's right.
I'm an elected official now. I can't tell too many stories in public.
So, anyways, well, Matt, I appreciate you joining us tonight. Obviously, guys watching, stay tuned for the Wichita schedule, which will be loaded here next probably week or so. I'm guessing.
I actually would love for it to be posted tomorrow, but I've got 2 more confirmations that I'm working on, and once that's in, it's ready to be posted. So.
Oh, cool. Nice. Well, I'll text Van Spankeren and tell him to get on it.
We've got our weekly meeting tomorrow. He's been awesome. So he's been a huge help, and we're getting together tomorrow at noon. So
perfect. Sweet. Well, look for the schedule early next week, then, guys, in Wichita. I already saw you had a couple members sign up, so that's good.
That's fantastic.
And so we hadn't even really publicly said that we had a Wichita chapter, just sitting in the background getting ready. So. But definitely get signed up, guys, to play in Wichita, Kansas City, guys, St. Louis, guys, Oklahoma City, Tulsa. Another great option that's not too far away to come pick up some tournament golf. So we're excited to have you, and you fit really well into our culture. We're going to have some fun. So thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me. You guys have a good night.
Yep, you as well.
See you, Matt. You keep adding,
and all the Matts leave.
You keep adding chapters, and we might actually be able to put some sheetrock up in Matt's shack there.
I know, right?
One of these days, we've got to take all this stuff down first. But I got restricted to the attic by the missus. So
that's all right.
That and visiting people. They needed a proper bedroom. Guests, your parents.
At least she still lets you stay indoors, so
exactly.
There's certainly questions about that sometimes,
right?
They don't have a shed outdoors yet.
Oh, that's funny. What I miss besides Wichita?
That's really it. We're getting ready to do some rules stuff. I mean, with the way we're going, we're going to have like the Route 66 challenge or something.
I'm down.
Somebody's going to have to start over in Chicago, I guess, and work their way down and play like every chapter along Route 66 and, call it a day.
We'll schedule a 14-day tournament binge. Just play your way across the country.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
It'd be a good time. Yeah, other than that, we're getting pretty close to being able to tease our next announcement. Well, we definitely tease it.
Yeah.
Well, it's been teased,
I'm just saying, ink is drying on contracts at this point.
God.
So we have a meeting Monday with talk about release plans, and then meetings with one of the big sponsors next Wednesday. And so it's getting real. All I got to say is May 5th. Cinco de Mayo in Scottsdale. So if you're coming to the Cinco de Mayo, the 3rd and 4th in Scottsdale,
just get a red eye on.
Pick up an extra day of really good, fun golf.
Well, I'm always just ready to get out of
town.
To
hang around.
I'll be ready to get out of town by then. That's about the time we get out of session. So if I have any hair left at that point, I will be ready to leave Nashville, get on a plane, and go not think about politics.
There you go. It's going to be a good time. Good times. Now, rumor has it that you're going to be on a jet plane next weekend. Is that true?
I have been called in from the bullpen. Come help out. So yes. Thursday afternoon after our session, actually Thursday, I guess morning probably, after legislative session, I'm going to go straight from the state capitol to BNA, bolt out to San Jose, be there, meet up with the boys here on Friday, work the tournament Saturday, Sunday, and then take the red eye back land at 5:25 in the morning at B&A on Monday, and present a bill in committee that day. So it's going to be awesome.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nothing like it.
Yeah. Be a politician, they said. It'll be great, they said.
Great, they said.
You'll make
Run
all
golf
you'll make all this
tournaments. Yeah.
money and fly around on private jets, they said. Still want that to happen.
Oh, that's right.
It happens.
Well, so what are we y'all the dirty R word? We're not going to have any rain, are we?
It's looking good.
Come on, El Nino
it's looking
is
good.
going away. We're getting El Nino.
We got some knock on wood. You know, you got to wait for 5 days out. We got to wait till Monday to be certain, but we're looking good.
All right. Well, hey, we've had 40-mile-an-hour winds and 38 degrees. We've had, we've had just about everything you can have. Might as well have a little bit of rain too.
That's right.
I had plenty of that on Sunday.
Gee, sorry I
It
missed
rained.
that.
So last group of the day.
It
It actually looks.
Uh-oh, you got the official update?
It looks pretty stinking nice.
Okay.
Meteorologist Matt.
Yep.
So
There's lightning
There we
2,000
go.
miles away though.
I'm not a meteorologist, but I do get a lot of emails about the weather from our members.
I bet you do.
So some of my favorites. We should do a whole show on it. My favorite is like 3 weeks out. Like, hey, I got COVID. I can't come to the tournament.
Right.
Or hey, it's supposed to rain
Yes.
in 3 weeks.
Golf
Is the tournament going to be on? Yes.
My dear friend, golf is played out of doors.
That's right.
It is played out of doors.
Tournament golf.
We have some
Tournament
very
golf in
good
particular.
partners
Yes.
that make some very good products to help you with this.
Yes.
So let's throw a little shout out to the 2 under Long Johns. Those things are money. And Sun Ice Rain Gear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan.
All of which you can get a great discount on in the APT Pro Shop.
That's right.
Yes. I mean, and we have the gloves, but anybody that makes rain gloves, that was always the horrible thing 20 and 30 years ago, was the umbrella with 15 gloves at the top trying to keep one of them dry. But now you got those lovely things that the wetter the gloves get, the better they work. It's amazing.
No doubt. Wish I had those in college.
Oh, right. Sheesh. Genius work.
That's right.
So are we ready to kick off the rules, Mr. Minder? Has Chris got our video
Chris
ready?
has got our video, and then we'll watch this video, then we'll talk about it a little bit. You might have it figured out.
He may have it.
It's we're going to put a happy little hill right here. Just a happy little foothill.
Got a Bob Ross, baby. Let's go.
Use your knife. We're going to mix a little black, a little white here. Mix this up, and then
So your ball's on this
your brush and lightly dab it.
There we go.
Now we're good.
Uh-oh. Well,
We're buffering.
this cart path and you want to take free relief,
There
but
we
your
go.
nearest point of complete relief would be in the penalty area. So now what? When you're taking free relief, you generally have to keep the ball in the same area of the course. In this case, your ball is in the general area, so the nearest point of complete relief has to also be in the general area. And since that point isn't available on the right side, even going backwards this way, your nearest point is on the left. From there, you can drop the original ball or a different ball within 1 club length of that spot, no closer to the hole. And this might look like it's closer to the hole, but it's just the angle of the camera.
I love how my boy Jay made sure to know. It's just the angle of the camera.
just the
But
angle that made it look close.
This is a good one. We talk about. We got questions on this last week, Fegs, in the rules seminar, which we didn't cover. Rule 16. We're going to cover Rule 16 and Rule Seminar number 3 for those that are going to the whole series, wanting to enjoy it. We can go into it a little bit. Hey, Chris, if you pull up the graphics, I loaded a graphic for relief area. People ask about this with cart path. I think a couple of things on this that are important. When your ball's on a cart path, you've got to take the nearest point of relief, and you determine that how, Mr. Fegley?
How do you determine the nearest point of relief? Oh boy. Well, you figure out where you're clear of the obstruction, no closer to the hole, and then you mark that spot. So, like in this case, I'm guessing B1 is where the ball is. P1 is going to be an area that you're able to play, you're able to drop the ball, where P2 is the area on the other side of the path. So clearly, because P1 is closer to B1, that would probably be your relief area, is what I'm guessing here. So hopefully I did a reasonably good job.
Yeah. So a couple things that I think are important here is nearest point of relief is where you have no interference with stance or swing from the obstruction. So it's not just the ball being off the cart path, your stance has to be off the cart path.
Right.
And then it's that point. So you see this point P2, that's the nearest point because you have to stand, although we see P1 is much closer to the cart path because you're taking stance
away
from the cart path. And so, but you do have to take the nearest point. And so one of the things on the cart path, you don't have an option to go right or left. You've got to find the nearest point of relief and do so in this area or in this manner, right? So, so essentially, if your ball's somewhere, can you guys see my cursor?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So if you see the grayed out stance where he was standing, if the ball's there, it's probably moving to the right. If the ball's there, if the ball's anywhere to the left of that, it's probably to the left of the cart path. And so the other thing that I think that's key here in Rule 16, as we talk about, is you do have to drop the ball in the same area of the course. We talked about this last week in Rule 2, the 5 defined areas of the golf course. And I think that's an important distinguish as we kind of talk through some of the basics of these rules here. And Chris, if you want to get trying to figure out how to get us back to, there we go.
There we go.
The 5 defined areas of the golf course, right? You have the putting green of the hole you're playing, the tee area of the hole you're playing, all penalty areas, and all bunkers. So there's 4 defined areas. Anything else that's not that is the general area. So when taking free relief, you have to stay in the same area of the golf course that you started in. So from an abnormal course condition, that's going to be in, typically in the general area because you're on the cart path. So you cannot take relief into a penalty area. The thing that catches people that I think is really good to talk about here, if we're playing the desert as a penalty area, that area is defined as a penalty area. So it's just the same here. That means if you're taking relief from a cart path, you can't drop it into the desert. You've got to go on the other side because the desert is a penalty area. So
let me ask you this question just to throw the curveball. So it's not it's not desert. Go back to the picture, Chris. It's not desert. Pretend there's no stakes there, or the very beginning of the video. Show the video, but don't hit play. So imagine there's no red stakes there. And we're doing no-mo area, so the no-mo is not going to begin right up against the cart path. But if you take your relief, and your full relief then gets you to where you're
so your ball's on this cart,
the no-mo area, if you can see that on the right-hand side. So you've got a strip of grass where you, depending upon where we're defining the no-mo area, which is probably up against where the woods are starting there. So that also is going to be considered penalty area, which is probably going to put you back on the other side of the cart path, taking a drop on that side.
Yep.
Correct. Yeah. If you can't take free relief. And one of the things to know is when you get your rule sheet that I saw in the comments that some of you say don't exist, but they do exist. We do work hard on them. And we put something in on penalty areas at every time. And so we'll say, in addition to what's already marked as a penalty area, like Jody said, the heavily wooded areas will be a penalty area. And then below that, there'll be a sentence that says the margin of the penalty area is, and that'll tell you where it starts.
Yep.
So that's a good thing to pay attention to. And then as you're taking free relief, as Chris has been saying in the chat over and over again. So thank you, Chris, for reminding. Once you find your nearest point of complete relief, you get 1 club length, no closer to the hole, and you can drop anywhere in that point as long as that's in the same area of the golf course. So you can't drop in a different area. So if the cart path is next to a bunker, you can't drop in the bunker. You'd have to stay in the general area. So finding that nearest point of complete relief.
The general rule is free relief length. Anything with a penalty is 2 club lengths.
Correct. So, yep, absolutely. But one we'll continue to talk about a little bit. And so if there's any questions on that, happy to handle it in the chat. But we're going to cover some of those rules every week. And so that way we can continue to kind of teach the rules as people get questions. Matt brings up a good point. Fescue at Ambrier is usually designated a red penalty area. That's because that stuff is thick and you don't want to go in there. So there you go.
Fair enough.
Pretty funny.
So speaking of, Ambrier in June is already sold out. Waitlist started. We're going to try to get more spots.
That's awesome.
The place is really, really good.
How far back can you go on the drop? Well, in this case, you can't go back because you're taking lateral relief, and based on the looks of that picture, there's nowhere to go back online because remember, you have to keep the point where it crossed between you and the hole.
Well, and you're taking relief from an abnormal course condition or a immovable obstruction.
That is a good
point. You don't have an option for back online relief.
Yes.
Like you do in a penalty area when you're taking free relief.
That's where I went.
And this is the other thing. Yeah, I'm helping you out. It's all good. Because it's free relief, you're designated in how you take it, which is the nearest point of complete relief plus a club length, no close to the hole.
Yep. Now, if it happened to be in the red, that's where my mind went.
Yeah, you wouldn't have an option, but yes, correct.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Will Allen also said ticks. That's a real thing in the Midwest as well. So
yes.
We don't have those in the Southeast.
No.
So there you go. There's your rule. Rule 16.1.
There we go.
Thanks, Rules Czar.
Got through it.
I got you.
Thanks.
But if you're new to tournament golf, you're nervous about it with the rules. Number one, we're trying to create an environment that, we can all study the game and learn. And then my other advice to you is if you're unsure of the rules or you're nervous about it, get a rule book, read the definitions, Rule 2, Rule 8, and Rules 15 through 20. You can cover 75% of everything you'll deal with on the golf course in those 6 rules.
Plus, if you don't know the rules, you don't know how to break them.
Exactly. Get it where it lies, buddy.
But there you go. And probably rule number 1 too, just for good measure to understand the purpose of everything else.
Yep.
But
absolutely,
it's going to be a good time.
Absolutely. Oh man, 40 minutes in. It's a cool February. So, how did everybody's Valentine's Day go?
That's a sore subject, and not for reasons you might think. I don't see Chris Hughie in the chat, but I got to spend some time with Chris last weekend, and more time in Charleston than I anticipated. So, unfortunately,
fair enough.
It's all good though.
Gotta love it.
It's all worked out. We're all happy.
There you go.
Everybody's happy.
I said mine was good. We had an APT member treat us to an experience.
Yeah,
it was quite entertaining. So, my
go.
wife and I, we got to go to State Farm Center in Champaign to see Cody Johnson. One of our St. Louis members actually does all the arena bookings for Cody.
Love that.
And so we were his guests.
That
Nice.
guy's a great act.
He's phenomenal. His band, super nice people. Just it was a really, really cool experience. So a Valentine's Day to remember.
There you go.
So I like Bobby goes, I spent mine in Hilton Head playing a makeup tournament.
Exactly.
There you go.
It's the only date open. Sorry, guys. Oh,
What about President's
wow.
Day? You're not going to ask about President's Day?
Oh, President's Day was
It's Monday, right?
It was
Yeah,
Monday.
did you dress up?
It was this Monday? I thought it was
Just
next
like the
Monday.
Gettysburg
No,
Address?
it's this past
Made George Washington a birthday cake?
That's right. It's interesting, bizarre trivia is it's still called George Washington's birthday, apparently, at the federal level.
It is, and also George Washington has 2 birthdays. Also bizarre trivia.
Really?
Yeah. Put this in the bank of did you know?
Did you know?
When George Washington was born, the British Empire and its colonies observed the Julian calendar, which was created in Rome by the Romans, but it was off, and they were constantly having to adjust things in order to get the calendar corrected. And so shortly, sometime, I don't know, 1852 or no, 1752, somewhere around in there, they switched to the Gregorian calendar, which then moved his birthday about a year and 2 months. So there you go.
Fascinating.
He has 2 birthdays.
That's
Interesting.
fascinating. Yes, 2 recognizable. I put it in the Google, and Google does not dispute this.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Well,
That's awesome.
so Rodney asked a good question in the chat, and this is where you want to read your rule sheet and pay attention to your starter at the first tee, because someone will be telling you how to play those areas. Because depending on the golf course, they could be part of the general area, or they could be defined as an obstruction. It would be up to the committee to make that decision.
Yep, that's a good question.
So there we go. Well, we got a couple minutes for questions. If not, we'll sign off a little early tonight. Just being efficient. Once again, welcome to Wichita, Kansas.
I'm excited. Between Wichita and Oklahoma City, we're gonna have to learn how to play in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yep.
So, but Matt's a good dude. It's going to be fun watching him grow. We've got some good people added to the team this year, different chapters across the country. So it's going to be fun to see kind of as they put some stuff together and get things going.
Like that.
So,
looking forward to it.
Questions.
Cool. So I'll tell you this, there will be no live next week. We will be traveling on Thursday. Unless Fegley, you want to do it by yourself? Tim wants to know, can you answer my question?
Whoa.
What's can if I know where it is.
Did we miss his question?
Apparently he was
So guaranteed
need a picture.
Would be if the cart path if the cart path interfered with your stance and your swing, then you're always going to get relief from the actual path. This is going to be one of those that we're either going to mark beforehand if we can, or you need to take a picture and play 2 balls. But most committees, I would certainly hope all committees running APT events, but I don't say this because every once in a while our guys go and play in another tournament and get mad when they don't get the same ruling. This would be up to committee judgment, but from an area that's eroded and in that area, most likely if it's eroded as I view eroded, we're going to give you relief from that.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to depend on what you mean by erosion. Is it just lacking grass? if you don't have any interference with stance or swing at that point, I'm probably going to say it's going to be hit it as it lies.
Yep.
But
he's
if
talking.
the situation,
I think he's talking about
like, there's
the
a
situation. Edge of the cart path is crumbled, and there's a chunk missing out, and your ball's sitting there. It's not on the concrete, but it's where there should be concrete. Yeah, you're going to get
100%.
Correct.
100%.
It's totally going to.
He goes number 8 at Ambrier. Fair. Yes, you're getting relief from that. Steve wants stuff that'll be a pre-big cedar event. I'm actually really excited about this one. We're going to do the first ever scheduled 13-hole event on the APT because we're going to play the mountaintop course on Friday. So a little Folds of Honor Friday. It's a fun little walking par 3 course looking up. Chris is letting me know it's live on the schedule. Chris, can you post the link so people can have that? That's going to be
beat the pros.
Really,
beat the founders.
It's going to be a really fun day. Kind of like the little Masters par 3 a little bit with 13 holes walking around. It's a fun golf course to play.
Nice. Yep, there it is. He literally just got it done. That's awesome. It's in there. Big Cedar Folds of Honor Friday.
So, Rock's like maybe like where you drive the golf cart back. Matted down grass does not constitute free relief. It's got to be other interference.
Yep.
And don't shoot the messenger. We just agree to apply the rules fairly to everyone as they're written.
That's right. Quiet Thursday.
So, Big Cedar has
spots available.
3 spots available right now.
Whew.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. 141. Wow. This hat comes from the Pro Shop.
Still available in the Pro Shop. Those things are sweet. I'm going to make you wear a visor.
Oh, God, no. No, nobody needs to see that. No, God, no. Oh.
Just so people know we have them.
In case you're wondering, the women's curling team is winning over Switzerland 3-1.
Oh, sweet.
Nice. I'll have to get that on here in a minute.
That's right.
Love me some curling.
A couple other things we can chat about. We've got some new things coming to the Pro Shop. Saw that G-Tech, our new G-Tech stuff. You remember the hand warmers from a couple years ago? They have a 4.0 that's really, don't judge. They're really awesome. So battery lasts up to like 16 hours now on low. Wow. You can pull the battery out and charge your cell phone with it. Pretty cool products. We brought a few of those in. Have a few new brands coming to the Pro Shop soon. And so be on the lookout for that. One has some great deals for the members, so I'm excited about that.
Sweet. And that is a good time to remind folks that, yes, the Pro Shop has plenty of items, but if you're not seeing what you want, the new stuff is coming in over the coming months as the PGA show was ordering time.
Yes.
So
PGA merchandise show is over ordering time. We're just finalizing a lot of our orders. In fact, I've got a big apparel order to review that Jersey put together for me today. So we'll get that done tomorrow. Player of the year items got ordered today. Yep. I am telling you that you want to win your local player of the year this year because there is some really awesome gear incorporated with the
things. How many items did you wind up ordering? Was it over 250 or was it right at that 200 and some mark?
Yeah. Total? Oh God, no. We were in like 600.
Whoa. Okay. Nice.
There's quite a few.
Wow.
There's quite a few. So our partner for that this year is very happy. Always good when you tell them you think you'll get about 250 items and then you get 600.
There you go.
That is under promising and over delivering.
Yep. And they have 6 months. So they have 5 months.
So
5 months to get them done.
I think
Travis, how much did Chris pay you to say that?
Slipped him a 20 on the tee.
There we go. Just so you know, if you want to make Chris get real uncomfortable, give him a tip on the first tee. A couple people have done it the last couple of events. He's like, dude, I don't know what to do with this. I'm like, go buy yourself a beer, man, and shut up.
Hey, we're gonna start putting a tip jar out on the first tee. It'll be great. It'll be the beer. It'll be the beer fund.
The
Chris Hyson beer
fund.
The Coors Light fund.
Yep.
I would imagine that would do pretty well.
I would think so.
Our members have quite a bit of affection.
All of a sudden, Chris starting to show up mid-July with quite the beer belly. Chris, what happened? The beer fund. Oh no.
Eric King will send him an audit notice.
Yes.
Yeah, are you paying taxes on those beer donations? It's pretty funny.
Hey man, I was told tips weren't taxed.
No tax on tips, baby. No
That's
tax on tips.
Come on. Oh Lordy.
So
Good times.
It's good times.
I was saying, not to get into it, but Illinois opted out on that. So
Shocker.
I'm really glad I'm not still bartending in Illinois.
Shocker.
So, Chris, you got to say you're from Tennessee. You'll be fine.
Chris is moving.
So,
I love it.
yeah, why'd your office close and everyone went remote? Well, Chris left Illinois. He just said, screw it. I'm going to go live in Montana in the woods somewhere.
Right. Well, he's mobile anyway.
It's true.
We're gonna upgrade that trailer to something that has a sleeper van in it. So
Yep.
He'll just need a PO box.
Cut down on the hotel bill. He's got to sleep in the truck.
Right.
Let's make him be on Life 360 so we can see where he is for when we need him at the next place.
That's great. Rodney, everyone bring Chris a beer when you go to the first tee. That's even worse. They'll end up being like 47 cans of beer stacked up on the first tee.
It happens.
Come around. Why are you 14 times behind? I had to drink with everybody.
Right?
Right.
Hey, if y'all did that, it would certainly save on our food expenditures.
Oh,
Food and beverage expenses would definitely go down.
Right. Right.
If you're going to do that, would you please bring Minder some wine too, so that they can both just be taken care of, and then I'm good. I don't
You're
need
good.
anything.
You got your Arnold Palmer and your,
That's right.
You guys are killing me. But anyways, well, it's fun and nice. Fun having you on the live, Jody.
Yeah, man. So Thursdays are going to get a little bit better here. The biggest challenge I'll have for the next little bit is we're getting into soccer season and track season. We have floor sessions on Monday afternoons and Thursday mornings. So usually I'm done with the politics stuff around midday on Thursday. But now Bo is playing soccer instead of running track. Holly's still coaching track and field. So she's going one way, he's going another. I'm going to have to play Mr. Mom and, drive him around for a little bit. He's 14. We're not quite to the point where I can just tell him to drive himself to practice. So
exactly.
I hear you.
Exactly.
but it's good times. Don't worry. Blink and you'll be doing the same thing with Collins for too long.
Yeah.
Oh. I took her to gymnastics a couple weeks ago for the first time. That was interesting.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "What you're expecting me to teach her how to do a somersault?"
And why are we doing gymnastics at like a year and a half old, 18 months old?
It's quite interesting to say the least.
I would think so.
It really is. It's pretty good. I mean, like she loves the balance beam, and so I mean it's teaching good things. The problem is at home now she's like death-defying stunts. Let's walk on tables and chairs and anything she can climb on.
Oh yeah,
So,
no fear.
No fear.
Experience is a teacher. That's all I'll tell you.
Yes.
Right. Right. So I understand that. Well, Guys, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, we will be off next week as everybody's traveling to Monterey. But we'll catch you the week after that to recap Monterey, and season's just getting started. So get in and play in your local chapter, and hopefully it'll warm up around the rest of the country. So thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. We'll see you soon.
Get there.
Get there.
Get there.
Get there. Those two words are said by golfers all over the world as a sign of respect, a whisper of encouragement, a roar of support. It's what we say to our competitors, our loved ones, our heroes. It's what we say to ourselves.
Get there.
At Worldwide Golf, we're like you. We strive to improve our game, to elevate our standards, and transcend our limits. Our commitment is to the journey, to the tradition, and to the spirit of golf that unites us all. Since 1963, Worldwide Golf has been there to supply golfers with the equipment and apparel they need to drive their journeys forward. With over 100 retail locations spread across 10 retail brands and the best golf e-commerce websites, we have exactly what every golfer needs for however they choose to play. All of this done to help golfers who want to be their best get there. We are golfers, and we're here for golfers. We built a brand around evolving the game and having what you need to play your way, and it shows in every product we offer and every experience we provide. Our goal is singular, to help you get there. Though the game may change, our mission remains. To stand beside you, to grow with you, to celebrate every victory and learn from every shot.